Hey, what's going on, guys? Markel here, back with another video. So it's been over 2 weeks. The Huawei P60 Pro. I've been trying to rock it here lately without my condom case on it. I do have one ordered from Amazon, and I'm still loving this hardware, man. The weight of this thing and this hardware, it is great. I got no complaints from that. But since the last time, now I only have one page. I pretty much operate off this page, which I just basically turned this into a Google phone. I do know how to stack widgets and use the file folders to expand it. I know how to do a lot of the little things that HarmonyOS or EMUI allows you to do with their software. But this page is the main page that I operate off of. I use this more as a video and photo camera than I do as a phone. I do have a phone line service on here, but I don't use it. I just carry this as a secondary, as a backup in case something happens to my primary phone or the battery dies on my primary phone. I have a secondary phone. Now, speaking of battery, the battery life on this thing has been great. I can get almost 2 full days on a single charge using it as a secondary phone. Although it's only got 4,815 milliamps, I put the black background on here and battery life has been great. Screen is great. I have it on, I think I have it on smart, if I'm not mistaken, and I have the refresh rate on dynamic, so it can, go up and down from 120 hertz to whatever it needs to do. So other than that, man, I just want to get to the crux of this, which there was some questions left behind about the assistant, about the search engine. So I just start with the assistant. I just disabled it. I had someone leave a comment that said they use it for the timer and they use it on their watch and it works pretty well. I gave up on it after like the first 2 days because I could never get it to work right. So what I've done is I have Google on here, Google Voice, but I don't have it where I have Google Assistant on here. I haven't figured out a way to add Google Assistant. But if I wanted to ask it questions, because the way to get to the microphone to work is you need to download Google's keyboard. You download Google's keyboard, you can use the microphone. At least it worked for me. So I can still ask it questions like, what's the weather tomorrow? Normally it was talk. For whatever reason, it didn't work that time, so let's try that again. What's the weather today?
Tonight's forecast for Medellin is 69 degrees and cloudy.
That was weird that it didn't do that the first time, but okay. But I do have that, and I can search for stuff. I can ask it questions, and it'll bring up answers, but I have not figured out a way to do Google Assistant, how to add it on this device yet, okay? Now, when it comes to apps, I don't have very many. There are a couple that I wish I could get on here that I can't. The first one being Google One. Now, you can download Google One, but I haven't been able to get it to work because Google One is where my VPN is. It also lets me know about my cloud storage, and that's pretty much all it does. If I download Google One, it will block my VPN. I can't use it, but it'll let me know how much cloud storage I have left. That's all I can do with Google One. The other app, Google Home, I haven't been able to download Google Home on this device, so I can use it with my Google Nest Hub. But those two apps, I cannot get to work, and Google Assistant, I can't get that on here. Other than that, though, I pretty much, use it like any other Android phone. I don't try to stack or do the split screen, even though I know how to do it, by just pulling this over, holding for a couple seconds. This comes out and you can do split screens that way. I know how to stack the widgets. I know how to use the file folder and expand it. So I know a lot of the little tricks now after having this for over 2 weeks when it comes to HarmonyOS and EMUI. So I've learned a lot using this device. Search engine, let me speak about that real quick because this search engine, that browser, that's just ads. When it comes to this one, Patel, it's gotten better. It used to just be all ads, basically from the cell company that I got it from. Since then, it's gotten better, but I don't even use it. I pretty much use Chrome or I'll use Google down below. So that's what I use for my search engines. My only concern at this point, having it more than 2 weeks, is software updates, security patches. Since this device came out in April, okay, and I believe everyone got that original software update when you turn this on and you're setting it up, you get that original software update. Since then, there's been nothing. My security patch still says April 1st, okay? Software is the exact same. Now I know Samsung used to be really slow when it came to rolling out security patches and software updates. This is a little concerning for me because you just released this device in April. You released it to the world, I believe, in May. Here it is about to be August, and we're still on April security patch, and we've had no bug fixes or enhancements or nothing. It's just been, here's the phone, have fun. Which the phone is perfectly fine. I've had no issues. I don't put anything on here, that's really sensitive. Like here in Colombia, you can add banking apps, okay? Regardless of what bank you with, Bancolombia, Banco de Bogota, or De Vivienda, all of those banking apps you can put on here, because I actually downloaded one, put information in, and it was going to accept it. And I was like, okay, cool. You can add bank accounts to this, but I'm not leaving anything on this. I just don't like that part of it, that they have not updated this, at least with security patches, to just June, even May, just another month. It's still sitting where it was when this was first released. So for those of you that have this device, I know it works fine. I know it's not the end of the world. I know some companies are slow. Microsoft is another one that's really slow rolling out security patches and updates. But if you're trying to compete with Google and you're trying to compete with Apple, which this is a great device with great hardware, I mean, those are some things, man, that you need to get on if you're trying to get people to come back to Huawei. That's concerning, all right? But other than that, I mean, the hardware in this thing is solid. I've had people take this and take some selfies with it, and they're pretty impressed with it, especially the weight. In comparisons to the other flagship phones, the weight on this thing is great. It's just super light, especially in comparison to my iPhone or any of my other Android phones from Samsung. This is just super light. I love the weight on this device. But that's gonna be it, man. That's my only concern right now, is these software updates. And I think, let me also say this real quick before I go. Because if you're in the United States, I'm not sure if you can even download G-Space, Lighthouse, or Gbox, because I think this stuff is regional. I know for my Pixel 6 Pro, there are some things that I can do in the States that I can't do here. For example, Google Voice. To download Google Voice to use, right, and get a separate number, it won't work in this country. I have to be in the United States in order for that to work. There's some apps, because I bought my girl the Google Pixel 7. She can't download banking apps on the Pixel 7. So I think some of this stuff is regional. So if you're in the United States and you're thinking about getting a Huawei phone, I'm not even sure if you can do Gbox, Gspace, or Lighthouse to even put Google apps on, okay? I think that's gonna have to be outside of the US for that to happen. I'm pretty sure that's the way it is, because that's the way it's been with a lot of the phones that I get from the States, I bring here. Some things are just regional. It just won't work because of where you got your phone from. So I would caution people in the US who are thinking about getting this and thinking that you can do the same thing with these Google apps. I'm not too sure that's gonna work out that way. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please someone write it in the comment section if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you won't be able to get any Google apps on any Huawei device in the States. Now outside, like here in South America, I can do it. And I've seen plenty of people, in Malaysia, the Philippines do it as well. But, I would caution you if you're in the US, because this is a great device at a great price. But like I said, that software not being updated and the security patches not being updated, that's a real concern right there. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. And until the next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.